What is life science content design? Content design is decision support. It encompasses not only the content itself, but the structures of interaction flows and the orchestration of content across entire journeys. And what I mean by journeys is the buyer journey. That, once if someone's trying to get to know you, your company, it starts with just awareness and education, blogs, videos, and then they, over time, move into data, taking the time to read your data-driven white papers or a how-to webinar to build on that engagement and trust. And then finally, to reinforce confidence and reduce risk, looking at case studies and proof points to support your claims. And in life sciences, we have a very complex ecosystem. So we have to simultaneously address a multi-stakeholder environment where it could be, the market, trying to attract investors or talent, talking to scientists, building some strategic partnerships, or out in the public and clinical world. And now with the advent of LLMs, we need to ensure that the content shows up in Gemini, Claude, and ChatGPT. So in order to do that, we have to create a systemic architecture for content design. So defining taxonomies, creating reusable content models, and ensuring scalable, flexible content delivery across different environments. So the way we do that is start by looking at, the content strategy or content design, and what you're going to be talking about, what you're going to stand for, how you're going to educate, what case studies you're going to pull out, and really make sure that it's, where business goals, user needs, and compliance meet. So achieving alignment requires a systemic approach across four distinct layers. So you have human layer, structural layer, experience layer, and technical layer. And I'll just go one slide each, just talking a little bit more about what that means. So the human layer, you really want to make sure you're, implementing just decision-making nudges to guide the user into action. And so just learning where they're at, um, where meet them where they're at, make sure the content's not overly dense, but not too simplified, and providing inclusive language. And then you have the structural layer where you really want to, move beyond just one-off copy and create scalable content systems, and then also making sure that all the content has some purpose in order to reach your business goals. And then the experimental experience layer, which is so important, you want to focus on user journeys but at the same time, error prevention and in the, strict regulatory adherence of life sciences ensures that all the language meets standards without breaking the user experience. And then the technical layer. So if you're doing content, you have these content flows. It's really important that you have a really healthy website, that people can find it, that it's indexable. And then now you need to think about the LLMs. So certainly to show up in AI search, you need to have that strong technical foundation. But some other best practices are really finding that internal alignment, just making sure sales, marketing, PR, everyone's kind of speaking the same language and driving the same message. And then structured authority, so making sure all the content is credible and expert-led, the technical foundation that I spoke about. And then also to ensure that you have diverse sources of traffic, of bringing traffic to your site. So search, social newsletter, PR. Google likes to see that you're not reliant on just one or two channels. And then external validation, backlinks, press, and citations is increasingly important, where it's not just, what you say about yourself, but what other people are saying about you and how they're referencing you. So if this seems like a lot and kind of confusing, sometimes I feel that way myself, and especially since the digital, and I've been doing this I've been writing for 25 years, but in digital for 15. And the digital ecosystem is just constantly mutating. So I always stick to the fundamentals that just remember all the content you're putting out into the airwaves is credible, unique, and well structured. And then things typically work out. So if you're looking to get into this field, some skills are to have research skills, information architecture, so you can, you know, define logical content groupings, and then creating system design that scale, and then also probably the most important is that cross-functional collaboration. The more people within a company who are engaged and contribute to the content, how big or how small, really does end up creating higher level content. So just it's really important that you advocate for content quality and strategic conversations and ensure that everyone's viewpoints are integrated. So if you're looking to get into the field or need help kind of setting up the systems, send me an email or give me a call. Happy to chat more about it. Thank you.